all of a sudden I became a fan of Irish hip hop. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Mere and welcome to a new review for a 2024 movie. And this time I'm gonna talk about the second movie I saw on the Film Fest of Gent. And this is a yearly film festival in my hometown of Ghent, and every year I go to this film festival and I just want to see new movies and let me be surprised by those movies selected by the festival. And the second movie on my list that I want to see was Kneecap. And Kneecap is an Irish movie about basically the band Kneecap. And to be honest, I have actually never heard about this Irish band Kneecap. I listen to hip hop music quite often, really like Eminem for instance. And then I started reading that this movie was about Irish hip hop, so I was actually quite intrigued to watch this movie and to learn more about this band and to learn more about this Irish hip hop music. So this movie really attracted me in some way. So I went seeing it and I was actually very surprised by this movie. But I have to say, what's the movie about? The movie is basically about the Irish band Kneecap. But it's not really a biopic. Allegedly this biopic is quite fictionalized, so I'm not quite sure which things that happen in the movie are actually true and which things that happen in the movie are not really true. So I don't know what's fictionalized or what is real. It's really a bit fake for me at this point, but it basically doesn't matter. I had a fun time with this music, with this movie. Introduced me to this music and to this Irish band Kneecap. So the movie focuses on North Ireland, I think, and at a time where some Irish people are fighting for some language laws to have the Irish seen as an official language in that part of the region. So there is a lot of conflict between Irish and Brits in that land, and that's also what the movie is focusing about, but also about our young people. We have two young drug dealers who are growing up in this neighborhood, and apparently they have a talent to write good lyrics for hip hop. And then they come in contact with an Irish music teacher, and this music teacher see potential in their music, and he actually became the DJ of the band. And so the band Kneecap is founded, at least in this movie. Like I said, some things are fictionalized, so I don't know which ones are true and which one is fiction. And I have to say, every time the movie focuses on the band Kneecap, so our three characters, the actual members of the band, that is actually very awesome. I really like how this band is formed, how they are making music, how their first gigs are, how they became popular, and so on and so on. That storyline of the movie was really fascinating for me, and that was the entertaining storyline of the movie. There are also storylines in this movie that are more focusing about the political situation, and I understand why they put it in the movie, but for me it feels like the least interesting part of the movie. So there is an interesting part in the movie, and then a part of the movie that is a bit less interesting, but still the two storylines perfectly work together and they need each other in a way as well. So it didn't bother me with the other storyline that much. So it's actually a very entertaining movie for me. And also, like I said, it introduced me to Irish hip hop, and I became actually a fan of this band Kneecap and their music. It's actually very catchy songs, very good beats. So yeah, you can consider me a fan of that music. And also the acting is also good because the band members actually play themselves, and in that way they are very believable. I really see them as this band. And also Michael Fassbender is in this movie. He plays the father of one of the two band members. He's not in that much, but when he is, it's very entertaining. Really like to see Michael Fassbender in this movie. It's very cool. But maybe the biggest plus I can give this movie is the editing. I was actually very surprised by how this movie is edited. While I was watching the movie, I was thinking about a Scorsese movie. It's like very Scorsese-ish edited for a movie. It goes from one point to another point, and all in the same scene. We are constantly switching, and it's also with a voiceover. People are telling something, and then we see it in images that happened before. So it's very interesting editing, and it makes the movie have its own style, its own tone more. And it certainly fit the story they want to tell with the editing. And also some really cool lines in this movie. I'm not gonna tell them, you have to check it out, but it's also a very funny movie. I had to laugh at some scenes. So like I said, this movie didn't know a lot about it, but also another surprise at the Film Fest of Gent, and I definitely recommend this movie. It feels like a combination of Straight Outta Compton with Bohemian Rhapsody. But those were bands that I know about, and Kneecap didn't. And I would say that I'm actually more invested in the movie Kneecap than I was in Straight Outta Compton and Bohemian Rhapsody. So yeah, the movie actually was a success for me, and those were my thoughts on the movie. Always be free to share your thoughts on the movie Kneecap if you have seen it below in the comments. Would love to read that. And if you want to see more reviews of me in the future, of me talking about films I saw at the Film Fest Gent, always be free to subscribe to my channel, and till the next time.